Hey guys, welcome back to the desk. It's been a while since you've seen my fingers. It's been a while. What's changed? Yeah, just about nothing. Anyway, why are we here with my hands on my desktop? So I want to do something somewhat special. I was just like, I got something new that I want to show off. Uh, because I haven't seen much of like any coverage about it on the internet except for like the original version. But first off, it's time for show and tell once again. What is this object? You ever seen this thing before? As you know, I do a lot of Digimon content here on the backlog, and of course, I'm a pretty big fan of Digimon, so this thing should at least be familiar to people that understand what Digimon is. But if you don't, this is something called a Vital Bracelet. These are, or were, sort of popular in Japan like a couple of years ago. What they are just like little watches that go on your wrist. Pull up my fucking sleeve. My fucking sleeve. They're like little watches that go on your wrist. And not the watches that go on your dick. Those are completely different. But they're like little fucking watches that like scan like your like pulse or something. They scan like biometric kind of stuff. It's like a fake ass Fitbit. But what they were was, if you remember like anything about Digimon, you'll know about like the V-Pets and stuff like that. Well, this is a more modern version of what the V-Pets were. If I hit the button, I know you can barely see that. Let me see if I can. Come on, camera. Ooh, the focus is being awful right now. All right, maybe I need it off my arm. It'd be easier to like go ahead and center it if it was in here. All right, come on, camera. Oh, come on, camera. Do you like looking at the blank screen of nothingness? I do too. Let's see if I can fix that real quick. They really don't like this blur. They are not a big fan of that. All right, configure video. Come on, damn it. Come on, damn it. Let's see. Will it be focus that's needed? All right, come on. I want to move the focus meter around. Come on. This is probably the most focused that my fingers are, but the question is, maybe it's about exposure. You're being too exposed, camera. There we go. Now you can barely see anything around you, but you can at least see this thing. Either way, man, this looks awful on my view. Either way, it's like a watch, like I said. It's like a Fitbit that has a Digimon in it. And these things don't just exist for Digimon. These actually started with Kamen Rider, which is very interesting. But the Vital Bracelet is like a fake ass Fitbit that has a Digimon in it that you raise by just running around and fighting battles with it. And it was kind of cool because it can actually like scan NFC codes and use those to find Digimon in them. So it was a pretty cool thing, but for a long time, they only existed in Japan. This is actually a Japanese original version I got back in like 2020 when like COVID was starting and stuff like that. And I messed with it a little bit. I haven't messed with it in quite some time, but I definitely had like some fun with it. It's kind of an interesting thing, but that's not what we're going to show off today. So let me go ahead and fix my exposure and all this stuff because this looks really odd. This looks really odd. Okay, there we go. Fix the lighting. All right, so yeah, these things only existed in Japan, and it seems like they would always just kind of be a Japanese-only kind of thing. Because, like, let me show off the box real quick. I think this is actually, is this a full one? No, I think this is the one it came in. But it's a cool looking little box. It was made because, like, this Digivice is meant to be used in Digimon Ghost Game and stuff, so it has Gamamon. It's all in fucking Japanese. I can't read it, but it's pretty much just saying, oh, actually, that's, like, wholly in English. I didn't even notice that. Cool. I'm like, cool. But yeah, some of it's in English, some of it's in Japanese, but it's like a little, box for a small little box. I always thought it was just going to be in Japan, and for a very long time, it was just a Japanese-only peripheral. But something that happened a couple of years ago is this object It's so big, I can't even put it into the camera view. Let's compare sizes of the boxes. Man, nice little, sleek little box. Giant-ass thing with random white dude on it. Interesting choice. But yes, the Vital Bracelet was released in America at some point. And, well, that was a couple years ago. Yes, that was a couple years ago. As, it really did not catch on here in America. The, Vital Bracelet, it caught on Japan pretty well. But in America, this shit just did not catch on. They called it Vital Hero. Move more, battle more. And I think the thing that fucked it over completely is that the only place where it mentions Digimon is down here. And the rest of it, like, the packaging has Digimon on it, but, like, it doesn't say the word Digimon. So I'm like, how the fuck would anybody know to look for it? Besides the fact, if they already knew it existed and stuff like that. So I have no clue why the packaging is so awful. It is massive. Like, the Japanese version. Like, it's, like, my hand is about the size of it. This is about the size 2 of my hands. And for just what it comes with, it's not all that much. But either way, I wanted to open this on camera because I wanted to experiment with 2 things. 1, how different is it from the original Japanese version? And 2, or I guess 5 at this point, do all of my Japanese cards work with it? Because how this Vital Bracelet works is the Digimon don't really come pre-installed. You will get like a chip that you buy with it, and it goes in that little slot, and that's how you get your Digimon in there. And of course, you know, since this was a very, very shortly lived peripheral here in America, they only released a couple of chips. While also, I have these really cool like containers for the I forget what they're called. What are the chips called? I forget, but they're just like Digimon chips, I guess. But I have these little cool containers I got on Etsy a couple of years ago that hold them. But they come in these little plastic cards and where the chip fits in. And it just comes with a shit ton of chips. Or, I mean, each one will come individually, but this thing holds a bunch of them. Like, I've got a bunch right here. It's really hard to see a couple of them. But you can see I have a bunch in there. And these are nice enough to keep the little plastic card with them. And then another one for a couple extra ones that I got over the years. So, I don't have them all. I wish I had them all. That would be really fucking awesome. But, you know, I have a bunch of them. And I want to see if the English version actually reads these. Or if it just, like, bugs. And it's like, nope, you're not English enough. You're not American enough for me to understand you. So, either way, I need to figure out how to get you open. Says we gotta download something on the App Store. I already have that app, so should I just tear into this thing? It's not that cool of packaging. It's not like I want to keep this, so I'm just gonna tear the fuck out of this. Usually I keep packaging pretty nice. Like, this is pretty good ass packaging. I like it. This is fucking like basic ass Walmart shitty toy packaging. So I ain't gonna take that shit. So instead, I'm just going to rip the fuck out of it. Jeez, it doesn't even come apart all that well. It's got such fucking tape on it. You fucking tape. Sounds like a fucking slur. It sounds like I'm saying slurs, and usually I am. Alright. I know you guys aren't seeing any of the tearing right now, but don't worry. I'm having to exist with it. Come on. I love it when they have tape circles over everything, and everything is fucking awful. You know, you're just awful, you know that? It's like, I can barely keep this thing apart, and even if I wanted to try and save it, this is not going all that well with this tape pulling at this shit, leaving residue. Okay, well, what to do from here? Yeah, okay, this is totally working, right, guys? Come on. Come on. There you go. There you go. I don't know how in the hell I opened you, but I can reach inside. There you go. I don't know what the hell. This stupid-ass box, get rid of it. I don't give a shit. Holy crap. Man, I threw that pretty hard. Hopefully I didn't break any of those discs that just fell down. Okay, funny. Let's see. So it came with a big-ass manual. It doesn't even say Digimon on here. It just says Virtual Hero. This is such bad fucking advertising, dude. You're trying to fuck over your own series? Anyway, it's got this big-ass manual. Bunch of fucking pages. Damn, it's got like a lot of visual shit. And it comes with the smallest of all time micro USB. No, this is mini USB thingies. So, yeah, that's great. I don't... guess we'll look through that later. I don't really care. This packaging is so utterly wasteful. Look at this. What the fuck is supposed to be in there? There's nothing in there. What the what do you do with this fucking hole? Is this where you put the fucking sauce? Is this where you dip your watch into fucking salsa? I don't fucking know, man. Anyway, this is awful packaging, dude. How the fuck do you expect a kid to get this apart? I can barely even figure out what the fuck's going on. And sure, I have an IQ of like 2, but it's like, you know, most 2-year-olds probably wouldn't be able to get this open either. Come on. There we go. Come on. Nice tape. Let me guess, on the other side, isn't it? Yeah. Isn't it? It's like I'm British. Isn't it? Ah, there you go. All right. Well, now I can open the thing. So, here's the watch. What says DM on it? So, looking at it versus the original Vital Bracelet. Huh. It actually looks a bit bigger. Let me get your ass out of here, Greymon. No one loves you. Anyway, let's kind of compare. Very similar, but not quite. I think the one thing that's really different, that's the same compartments there. This one's blue, this one is black. The buttons are red. Well, the buttons are, they're black on this one. I just had to look a little bit closer. The weird thing is that the strap is at its longest length right there. Well, this one is not at its longest length. It's actually bigger. But they're the same size right now. So therefore, this one wins out in the actually somewhat being more comfortable for a human being to wear. Tough to get it inside of its little hole, but as you can see now, it is somewhat bigger. Like, it's got extra. So, I mean, I always had a problem with this one not feeling super, like, free on me. Because I don't have giant fucking wrists, but it's like, it felt like it was for, like a small man to use. So, from here, I at least have a little bit more of, like, room to rub around in. So, that's a lot better. I mean, it's not as tight to my wrist, but it's like, it works. Sorry for hitting the mic. I'm just being awful today. So, I guess the American version's winning out in, like, comfortability. It's the same exact kind of, like, weird vinyl plastic feeling kind of strap, so it's not changing much there. Either way, I mean, I really do think that the strap is actually longer on the American version. In fact, here is an exact replica. They are... Well, let me make sure that they're on equal sitting. The American version is longer. Okay, then. Well, point towards America. Either way, let's see if I can... Yeah, I can easily take that out. Good old USB micro. And then it has the door that you used to put the chip in. So, therefore, we're doing quite well right there. Let's see. So I guess we just need to start it up. There's like a little switch. Ooh. Digital monster. Okay. I know it's like, I guess I'll come back to this in a second because of the exposure. But either way, I guess we only get one chip with it. Very sad. We're supposed to get one other thing with it, aren't we? Oh, there it is. Right in there. How the fuck are you supposed to know that without throwing out the package? Okay, so this is now useless. There you go. That's great. Anyway, the thing. So, boiling it down, that entire fucking package is just these. Such wasteful fucking packaging we have. It's like, dude, it's just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things. It's like, it's not that much, guys. So it's like, sorry about that. It's like fucking somebody wanted to waste a shit ton of plastic. Maybe that's why these went out of fucking. Why nobody bought them. They're so giant. With such a little thingy inside. And sure, the little thingy's a little bit more complicated, but it's like, damn. Also, I got this for like, what was it, like $14 during Black Friday sale, so I wanted to show up one anyway. All right, so comes with one of the chips in one of the very nice plastic packages. It's a DIM card. I forgot that's what they were called. It's kind of different from the DIM card that represents Greymon in the Japanese version because, let's see, where is that one? I think they're called the same thing. Or maybe I don't have that one. The one that I have is just called Agumon. I think I have the earlier version or something like that. Or like, wasn't one of them... Jesus, stop falling out. No. That was called Black Mad Roar. I'll get that back later. Anyway, place that over there. We have a Digimon card. So yeah, just kind of pop it out. You get to have a very nice piece of plastic with you. So it comes with the DIM chip that has the Digimon inside of it. It also comes with this other chip called Versus Memory, where you can like program your Digimon onto it and then plug it into other people's virtual bracelets and then fight your Digimon and stuff like that. So I guess at this point we should actually just start messing with the thing itself. Yes, yes, yes. I need to like fix your exposure because I won't be able to see it unless we actually, you know, fix the exposure. Okay. Do not lower it. Raise it. Oh, God. That's a bit different looking, isn't it? Come on. I want to fix the focus as well. Why has it got like a CRT, like, moving filter over it? I don't remember the other one having that. Where's... Let me get out my original. Or I guess maybe they both have that. I just didn't notice that. Interesting. Okay. Well, I'll put that over there. We'll start messing with this. So the year is not 2021. I think the down button is confirm, up button is shift. It is not 2021. It is actually 2024. And you can also hold down these buttons to rotate them really quickly. All right, it is December 3rd. I'm dating this video instantly. Okay, and the time is... Yeah, this is in military time. So the time is actually 8 p.m., or it's 8:45 p.m. So 45. So you should hold the shit out of this button. Hold the shit out of buttons! I'll just make it 46 to be a little bit ahead of the time. Okay, so now it asks for a DIM card. So I'm going to go ahead. I know you guys can barely see it, but I'm going to go ahead and insert it. It's trying. Oh, it's trying. You okay, Agumon? You okay, man? Do you need a little bit of memory to help you out? A little boost? Come on. Yeah, these things always used to take like a shit ton of time because it's like copying over the data from the chip. Because like these chips, when they were first made, are like copy locked. It's like they can only be used on one like V bracelet ever. And it's really dumb. They fixed that because this is not the original version of... I know you can't really see it. This isn't the original version of the Vital Bracelet. It was actually a green one that was used for Pulsemon. It is where Pulsemon came from originally. So that one had the copy lock problem. This one was a little bit less bad because it let you use it 3 times at least. Anyway, let's take that out. Oh, set my bracelet, eh? Oh, no. It's scanning my ass. It understands my asshole right now. And that's just great. Okay, come on. Oh, it's hatching. Scanning my vitals. Whoa, it's a Bodemon. We have no battery. Okay, I'm going to take this off my wrist because that hurts. Anyway, well, everything's in not in Japanese this time, so I'm happy about that. So I'm going to guess theoretically this works exactly like, the original one. I know you can't see it. I'm sorry. Bad camera to be explained. So from here, I guess I want to go ahead and check and see. I can actually check my Digimon's data and it actually shows their name. Wow, he's won no battles. Good job, jackass. Okay, but is there a way that I can delete my Digimon real quick? Back up. Okay. So I backed up that one. So I want to go ahead, and like I said, I wanted to check and see how much, is there, can I use the Japanese versions, or are they just going to brick it? I know you guys can't really see one. I'll take this one. This shall be good enough and one to experiment with. All right. Take back out our bracelet. All right. I think if we just place in this, should slot in a new Digimon. Let's see what actually happens, though. Will it recognize it? Or will it be like, oh, this Dim card's incompatible? Or will it actually be cool enough to say, hey, it works? I wouldn't be able to say if all of them work, but, theoretically, these things don't get firmware updates. They can't get firmware updates. So, therefore, it should just be whatever the fuck the chip says should go on this, right? At least theoretically. So, I guess we'll have to see, I guess. Come on, show me the truth. Show me the truth. 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 Oh boy, this always takes forever. Okay. Dim accepted. Okay. Does that mean we get to use Blizzard Fang? I guess we gotta set our vitals. I mean, it's working. I mean, I didn't know I didn't know if it was gonna work or not gonna work, so I was just like, man, this is, I mean, it's working. Huh. Complete. It even has a Yukimi Bodemon on it. So, using Japanese chips does work. So, that's pretty cool, at least in my opinion. So, either way, I'm going to switch this back. This exposure is awful. Horribly awful. Turn yourself back to normal. So, I guess the Vital Bracelet works no matter what chip you use. So it really doesn't matter. So I'm going to go ahead and place my old one in here. And I guess I'll place the new Dragon's Roar chip into my secondary slot. I guess it's just a piece of my history now, as it can just go in there. Just go in. Go in. There you go. And I guess I'll just go ahead and place the other versus memory down there. So yeah, the American version does work. I'm just guessing the reason why it really didn't take off compared to the Japanese version is that, Americans aren't really willing to get like a fifth Fitbit. Most American Digimon fans already got the Japanese version because they never thought the Japanese version would be coming to us. So it's like at that point, there was no market to fill. And having such gigantic ass plastic seems so wasteful that just nobody wanted it. So it's a cool little device. I kind of like it a lot more than the Japanese version because the Japanese version is just so small. It's meant for hands of small children. And this one, I guess, is meant for hands of small children, but it also works with an adult, somewhat an adult. So therefore, it actually kind of works pretty well. I like that. Very cheap. Well, it's not super cheap. It's just very hard USB-C plug. And then we have the manual, which is like I said, full of shit. Massively full of shit. Like who would be reading any of this? Also, why does it have Pulsemon Digimon when this isn't a Pulsemon, Vital Bracelet? Also, I think I'm reading a lot of this in Spanish. Dang. Here's where the English version was. Oh, it actually says Digital Monster down there, but still, it's just very odd. Either way, I just wanted to make like a little episode checking this out. At some point, I've always wanted to make a video series where I actually use a Vital Bracelet to like raise a Digimon and stuff like that, just show like a daily log. I just haven't had the want to do it. I've wanted to do it, just haven't really had the chance. But now that I've checked out the new Vital Bracelet, it is, well, it does somewhat inspire me to go ahead and at least make videos about it maybe. But either way, for now, I keep hitting the fucking camera, but we're probably going to have to end this off here. So I hope you've enjoyed this little look at Vital Bracelets and, like, dumbass shit and really big balls of plastic. So, you know, tell me if you would like to see some Vital Bracelet content, if you, like, really care about that stuff. I might be able to do it. Who knows? But, yeah.
And before I end this episode, I want to thank all of my YouTube members, including the Disciples of Epsilon, Valric, Amber, and Phoenix. Without you all, this channel wouldn't stay afloat. So thank you for all your support, and I'll see you guys next time!